Lowest price ever. Advertise on this channel right now, today only for $49. Email me right now, ogod@hiphopun.com. Be ready.
To avoid this shit because we've seen it going on for about a week now. And typically, we don't do this shit because this is the punk gossipy stuff
Right.
and part of hip hop that is nauseating to us, to be perfectly honest with you. But it wasn't until yesterday because all right, let's take us back because DJ Akademiks was on live. He was disrespecting Glorilla.
Right.
I think he said some things about the City Girls, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what he said because I really don't pay attention. But he was talking about the City Girls, which caused some uproar. Dude by the name of Saucy, Santana, homosexual male, took very heavy exception to that, went in on him, said, hey, I'll beat your ass and then I'll fuck you.
Yeah, God, dizzy.
I mean, just a paraphrase, right?
Yeah.
Akademiks took exception to that, and he was on his live yesterday, fairly emotional, and he responded to that challenge. Let's hear what Akademiks had to say.
I'm not trying to get canceled to fuck up what we got going on. I'm never trying to get canceled, say the wrong thing. I know what we got going on. I love it. I'm trying not to get canceled. But this shit does bother me.
Let's think of that ass too, like y'all. Oh man. Yeah, I tried to lighten it
Put it
up.
like, chat, put it like this. Bro, with everything we've talked about, bro, I've never cared about, I don't care what rapper got at me, bro. Ever. But like, really, there's certain shit I really don't fuck with in my life. I would never do. But like, I gotta sit here and act like, I know I'm in America, I gotta sit here and just act like I don't fuck with certain shit. I would never like it.
My nigga so angry right now, he would have cried.
You go watch that again off sound. Full-blown tears.
Yeah.
He's crying.
He drunk. Most likely, right?
I ain't see him drinking nothing, so I don't want to speculate, but we know he enjoys the Hennessy.
Yeah. So let's say he's not drunk.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
And he was just crying based off of Saucy Santana wanted to beat him up and fuck him.
I will say this, man. I think that was very disturbing. What she, I don't know. I guess he's a he, right? Saucy.
Yeah.
He. Saucy's a he. That violent H-word stuff, man. I think I've heard that a few times. People threatening people. I don't know if that's like a jail thing or something like that, where you're threatening them to beat them up and, violate them. Now, if that had been, a man saying it to a woman or something like that, or they'd probably be locked up. It'd be, but it's a homosexual man saying it to another man, and people are kind of like just sweeping it under the rug. I was kind of disturbed by that comment, because it's just like, I get it. It's like it's sometimes people look at it as a figure of speech, but I think Saucy really meant that shit.
Yeah.
I really think Saucy's like, y'all, and it's like, to me that's scary, because it's like it's just the thought of that shit is wild to me, to think that you want to beat somebody up and then sodomize them. That got to be some gay prison shit. That's fighting. That's weird, man. But to see Akademiks crying about it, saying he don't want to be canceled, and this, that, and that. I know where he want to go with it, because he already kind of went there. Akademiks. He probably wants to go where a lot of us, people that were born from 80, 80 to 95 will go with it. I get it. But he can't go there with it. He knows if he goes there with it and really throws the F-bomb and all these different words, the other F-bomb and this and that and all this other stuff, that people, you'll probably get one of those, you know what I mean? Get the community on him, getting after him, going after Spotify, going after stuff, YouTube, and where he eats at, Twitch and things like that. So, smart move for him. You can't, as much as we think we got freedom of speech, you do inside a box inside your home, but if you want to go on a platform like a YouTube or Facebook, X, certain platforms, Twitch, and you say stuff and it gets to the right people and they start, petitioning, yeah, you can be blackballed / as they call it now, canceled, meaning losing, your livelihood. And I think he understands that.
Man, go beat that nigga the fuck up, Ak.
You think Ak could beat? I think Saucy will whoop his ass.
I know he would, and that's why Ak was crying, because he realizes.
Saucy.
He realizes if he were to go out there and fight that man, he was getting beat up. Because ain't nothing crazy than estrogen with man strength.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Hey,
You got a female with man
really
strength?
We really wanted to talk on this joint,
Man, look. Y'all have no idea. Maybe you do, but y'all really don't. But it is disturbing. Not to get in all seriousness.
wild.
You don't. If a heterosexual man were to say that to a woman,
Yeah.
he'd be in jail right now based off of that alone. But because it's a man saying it to another man and that man happens to be homosexual, we just kind of slide it under the rug, like you said. It's not that we didn't hear it. We heard it. But whatever. Nothing is said, nothing's done about it. Now, obviously, when you talk about he don't want to get canceled, there's deals and there's blessings in place, I'm sure, for Akademiks that if, in fact, he were to say something, him and a number of people, it sounded like he was talking to a few people, he didn't just say me, he said us, will lose out. So it sounds as if he's looking out for his team as well. But I will say this about Ak, because the tears out of fear of getting the shit pushed in, I understand, but you've disrespected a number of females, a number of people like crazy.
The
with
wrong people.
malice.
Too. Right. Like, you ain't going to certain places.
Right.
Yeah.
Reckless and ruthless intent. So now that the fire gets thrown at you, and it's thrown at you in a very aggressive, very disturbing way, but it's thrown back at you. Now we see you on here with tears. I don't think people are going to buy them, even though they look genuine as hell to me. They look genuine, but I don't think anybody going to care.
Crocodile tears.
And I think it's only going to get turned up, and now people sense a weakness in him. And now people know where they could get him. All we got to do is say, we're going to violate you, Ak. You're going to start crying.
Right.
So, I don't know. I do find it disturbing, but at the same time, I think that him going on there and doing that, and maybe what you alluded to, and maybe speculated in the beginning of this conversation had something to affect him emotionally, but it surprised me that he got on camera and showed that emotion. I wouldn't even put that shit on
kiss
camera.
And make up.
Oh,
bring
dang.
the dude on your show. Bring the girl, do whatever on your show. Bring Saucy on. And y'all talk about it. You know what I mean? But the whole idea of a Saucy Santana to me is just wild as hell. Like, and I get it. That's where we at. You know what I mean? In the society. But it's just wild. Like to see him. It just freaks me out, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
It's what?
What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave it there. It's weird. It's weird to me, man. And I don't got nothing against homosexual people. I'm not saying it because I'm scared to get canceled, because I really don't have nothing against homosexual people. Just that one is weird to me.
You know, it's crazy. Growing up, right? Like, so homosexuality has been around since we were alive and way beyond that, right? And even growing up, we had kids. There's a boy right now I'm thinking about, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I ain't even got to say his name. We knew this dude was gay.
Fire.
Second we saw him, second we met him, we was, 10, 11 years old?
Yeah.
And we knew his sister was gay, and she was younger than that. Right. Sister cool as hell. I think I got her number on my phone. Cool as hell to this day, but is who she is.
Right.
We knew certain people, I don't want to say were born this way, but shit, may have been born this way. You could see the few that were, right? But now we're in a day and age where it's so popularized, and it's like over-accepted to where the more flamboyant and the more crazy you are, the better. And now we got these 6'5" niggas out here and long nails throwing it around crazier than women.
6'5"?
I doubt it.
God damn.
I'd really be scared if a lineman was coming at his ass. But nah, it's just wild that now that is what's celebrated, and being homosexual and being born homosexual is almost demonized. That's the part that bothers me.
Why do people care so much what Akademiks says? You ever notice that? Like, those people care. Like, Glorilla, they really care. And I get it. I mean, his opinion, obviously means something to hip-hop, but why even care what somebody's saying on a microphone? We'll make this video and nobody will say shit to us.
I think that's because they don't either see it or the public reaction isn't as heavy, because
that's a good point.
I think that they're sensitive as hell. Like Cardi, you know what I'm saying? If public were to throw it in their face enough, they would feel it. How many times have we gotten emails or calls after we put up something? Dude,
I hate that shit too.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's more so the public's reaction. because they're all sensitive as shit. They all are.
Yeah.
And they all suckers too.
Yeah, that'll take me to this joint.